Yeah, I hurt like the living fucking bejesus. Because of what I've done today. Open that up, please. You'll be in charge of... Yeah, she's such a happy girl. Look at that. He's still alive. It's pretty wild. Come on, Sadie, get your foot up. She's off of it. Go that away, Tim.
I'm trying to, dear.
Yeah, yes, you're a happy girl.
Let's go.
Come on. Come on. I'm going to go find a sandwich for tonight. I haven't cleaned up her dog poop. Oh, shit. I was going to do that when I got in tonight. I'm so glad you cut that nut tree. I wish to God the apple tree had been cut. Come on, Sadie. Come on. Come on. My foot hurts like hell, and you should have your feet in those shoes properly. I don't know why you don't.
They are in there.
And yeah, I'm in my pajama things. If I can throw those, you don't have to even rinse them. All I'm going to do is throw them in so that they shrink up a bit, because these invariably will stretch. Go ahead. They will invariably stretch, and I want to try to sew them. Careful, there's spiders all over the fucking place. I gotta go find some. Come on, Sadie. Here, you're in charge of this. You can take pictures or something, okay? I'm really pleased that you're here and alive. Okay, ready? Sit down. You know what? I can't even see you now with that there. I actually like this here because that shields it at night. I can see out, but you can't see past it. It's like having Venetian blinds and smile. It is. It's like having Venetian blinds, but it screws up pictures. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. The foggies tell you what we are eating right now, but I guess I'll figure it out. I could work with that tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take some of these things inside to work with, because you've got enough to eat for the next day or two, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I need something to eat too. So if all else, I'll eat the fucking pot pie. My foot just is not in a good way, Tim. You're not going to dump that. I'm sure you can walk past it.
Yep.
I've got to go see what she's doing. And this has to do with what else and all I've done here today. But I'll eat a sandwich tonight, and there's a couple of hot pies that we still thought out.
There she is.
Yes, I see that. We're working on it. That's still there. I had hoped somebody was going to pick it up and take it away.
What's that?
Cedars are trimmed. Do you notice there's sunlight on this side now?
Oh.
Okay, that did not cost me anything, but you want to know what I did today? Didn't go away. The whole yard has been raked and sprayed. Leave it on. Lawn was cut on the front driveway. I did the backhoe. I did the same in the back area. I got the 2 trucks started, cleaned the garage, and I cleaned out there. I dragged all the branches out after somebody cut them for me. Are you getting kind of a picture here? Okay. And I'm not sure what else I did. Oh yeah, because I hosed the dog kennel and now she's pooped again. Those are the biggies. Oh, and I fixed the toilet seat. And I swept all by Kevin's, and I don't know, I mean, I can just go on and on and on, but those are the biggies. Then we went for a drive, and I've dragged your things around, and my foot is not in a great way right now, okay? Hi, look, it's Mew. Hello, Mew. You were just such a different pussycat suddenly. I mean, when nobody's crying, that's good. It's good. Everybody's up here. He's letting me play with his belly if I don't understand it. Maybe back off on the food a little. I overfed everybody. I filled that up, and it was gone. I was surprised that everybody was eating as much as they were, if they were doing whatever. So, oh, that's a good picture, Nia. So, boy. Yes, I see that, yeah. Oh, okay. How is their water? You might want to take that and go and dump it and put out fresh for them, okay? I haven't done that for days.
What is it?
And Tim, because of how I am anymore, I don't know if I can, I don't know, saw all is what I say. He said, what's that? I said, it looks like a, electric knife. Oh, I know that. You could run one. Oh yeah, I said, well, just the weight and the vibration, I don't think I can. I need to have, it's not a lot to clip. Run the extension cord out and can you just zap this? It's either that or I go out and saw the hell out of it with a handsaw. And then it will go into the van. And then it will be dumped at the back on top of all of the garbage. Which I am tired of. I have a good reason for that. I am tired of the street people over there picking through it. It just, if we had some cedar on top of it, they're going to clean it off anyway. Nobody would be going dig, 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 right? Okay. Well, I've got enough branches there that are enough to, cover that area there. That's it, in cedar. And maybe that's what we'll do with it. So I would need him to do it, or I have to go out and saw the damn things. If I put them in a fucking shopping cart, I bring them around and dump them. And I defy... I don't think Mark is going to get too excited anyway. They've got the place up for sale. His gardener was just beside himself when I was dumping stuff at the fence. My whatever. What do you think you're doing that for? I said, I'm trying to clean it up. Do you know what this is going to look like in 2 weeks? Well, you can't. I said, you know what? This is mulch. This place is up for sale. I've known Mark forever. And besides, I don't want to look at the weeds, and I have allergies, and they will be up to here. And that's what it is. So, and by the way, really did look after them. Okay. Did you go poopers? Are you a happy girl now? I thought you would be. She's happy. And everybody loves this story. You know that, Sadie, the whole world knows that your big excitement is pooping by the car. Yes. They all think it's delightful, too, which is bizarre. Oh, yeah, she's only about 17, but you know what the big excitement is? You have to, mix things up sometimes. Oh, look. It's okay, he's still here. Yes, he is. So am I.
Yes, my dog.
We've had some go-arounds in the last night or two when you really have kind of ticked me off again. But when you were not here, I would bring her out because she was driving me crazy. And I said to Angela's kind of a whisperer too. I said, the dog never left the gate. I said, the walk through? Oh, yeah. I said, well, it's there because otherwise she comes up to the stoop and she digs my camera cords. And, oh, okay, she just stayed there the whole time. In the rain, Tim, she stayed there. That's... Okay, so I told Angela, I said, I don't know if it's because Tim's so special or she knew. And I think she knew, and I think she knew where I was at, too. And I would bring her out here, and then I go, come on, let's go in. And she would just walk to the middle of the stand. It was like in here. Come on, Sadie, we gotta go. Come on, Sadie. And then I'd come back up here, and I'd sit, and I'd have another cigarette. And then, okay. And then eventually she would say, okay, we can go in. Now, I don't know if that's because you weren't here or she was doing it for me. I'm actually, after I got done with Angela, she was doing it for me.
Okay.
Well, ultimately, she loves you, but she's my dog. And Angela liked the stories of the cats. Nia did things that were not normal for Nia. At all. Whatsoever. In fact, what Nia did is what Arnie would do. Arnie would just hunker down like he was in a fucking storm, and it was like he was riding it and praying. I've never seen Nia do anything like that. And we've been through a lot of other crises too, right? Yeah. I've never seen him do it. And he was responsive, and I go, Nia, and he would look up at me with big eyes, and he kind of, push his shoulders up, and he just, like, okay, wait, like you're on your knees praying. That was literally my sense. But Angela almost, I gotta tell you this, you better look at me for this. Oh yeah,
Sadie.
she's sneezing. Look at me. Look at me. I'm discussing my wounded
The worst
foot,
of it was
and I'm discussing what all I did
girl.
today.
Oh,
I know, isn't that good? Yes, you can clear your throat, you feel normal. It might not have been a lot if I wasn't wounded. And it was nice to go out. It actually was nice to sit. It hurt, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
And you didn't even talk much, you just kind of listened.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And you know what? Take a bag of potato chips. Those travel well. That worked. I didn't even get sick, which is really kind of incredible.
Those are actually pretty good potato chips.
The old Dutch ones, what you were eating, the sour cream. I didn't mind the other things. I've got to look at the package because they're not Old Dutch. They are something else. And they made me think of kettle chips.
Might be Miss Vickers.
Well, they're not. No, they're not that either. But they made me think of kettle chips, and they're just called garlic, which was kind of cool. It wasn't, and they're not over sweet. It's things like with Nella. I wish Nella wasn't quite like Nella. It would be wonderful to just go out for half an hour and say, hey, let's just sit and talk about your garden.
Yeah.
But Nella's like kind of a whole other thing. I feel like if Jess was local, she would be doing stuff like that. Okay, well, we'll get a coffee and we'll just go talk for a few minutes. I'm not going to hit on Angela and Frank to do it, she's into that. Guess we'll go out to the wetlands. Oh, it's nice out there. I said, yeah, I don't know. 4 o'clock. And just go out and take a couple of coffee, and maybe I can bring something. And
How are they doing?
they've done all their shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay.
How are they doing?
Other than that, they're doing pretty good. So anyway, look at there's Mia. Where did Mia go? Oh, Mia! You obviously didn't let him out. Is that you over there? What you doing? Oh, I painted my nails.
I said to her
That's
that
why he's hiding because I painted my nails. You know that, don't you?
I said,
okay, come on. You're not going to like
it
this. Well,
a
maybe.
few months back, and I told her that if she thought he was, she was his cat and whatnot, like, and I see it. I don't know if you do. You always say, "Oh, she bothers you." I actually have seen her in the last few months more attentive than she was ever before. I just said, that's really Angela, the cat woman like me. I said, and the cats were beside themselves because I told her a little bit about, I said, you had a real episode and the cats were just whatever. Tim, when I saw that on Teams with the whole blanket thing, Mew was just going back and forth on the bed like this, which was really the tip off. Like, what the hell's going on? That's like Daphne today. The animals will tell you. Okay, so she didn't know what to do, and I said when I came back in, because she wasn't squalling. She didn't squall through that. When I got home from the hospital, it sounded like a baby crying in the back alley. I said this was not just it was not her like caterwaul, like the heat sound, like meow meow. No, this was. And Angela just, I thought she was going to cry. She says, I know that sound. I said, you do know what I mean? Oh yeah, I said, it's a wonder we didn't have the SPC. And here, and I really couldn't shut her up. I didn't know what to do with her. I thought of putting her in a cage, and I thought, oh my God, if the SPCA shows up, they'll tell me that's why she's crying. Because if they showed up, it's clean enough upstairs, and things are tidied, and Tim's in the hospital, and I can't settle the cat. What are they going to do? Take her away? No, that might be a horrible thing. Okay. So there's Sadie. She's doing her walking.
Coming over the hill, the feeling, the energy that backs out was something I'll never forget. There was so much power in it.
Together, try to love one another now.
It was indescribable.
Yeah, no kidding.
It came over me.
Wow.
Of warmth, and oh my God, there are this many people in the world that think like I think. There are all these people. I never knew there were that many people in the world. Once we got there, the fences were just trampled. We walked up that hill, and we saw, all these people, our age, looked like us, dressed like us, us. I mean, it was just, it was like, meeting your brothers and sisters. It was really beautiful.
Everybody get together, try to love one another. I am going to take that tune and those words and translate some of it to Halkamalum and do it to drum. Does that work for you? Well, wait till you hear me. I have wondered if I should collaborate with Susan too.
Whatever has to be done to make it right. This is wrong. It was obvious.
This is kind of like Sadie pooping by the car. It is important, I'll tell you in a minute, try to strengthen yourself. I don't know what all to do other than say go for a walk, go do this, go do that. But that also is by yourself, okay? So one of the ways that we heal is by being connected with people. That's why the whole COVID year has been so bad for everybody, because there's nobody there. So that's where healing comes from, is that interaction and relationships. Even if you got to listen to somebody tell you their dumb story about mailing the letter, who cares? So go. Nothing intended, but stop and see Mei-Ling for a half an hour to an hour. If Tracy gets back to me, so be it. And my other thought is, who else? Well, the other thing is on Facebook, you've got some guy who worked with you at the truck wash. Listen, at the truck wash, and I can't think of his name. You'll have to look. Because you sent a message, he's probably sent a friend request, I didn't really look, and said, hey Tim, it's so-and-so where he was. We were at the truck wash. It's a lot of years ago.
A lot of years.
Well, I had thought that, I don't know if Dave Thickett is somebody to go say,
Not really.
No, he's not into that.
No.
Well, you might do well with this thing with these women that I know, which is cool, because then you can sit there and just even listen to us. And I don't know if that's fun. I guess under the circumstances, it's more fun than sitting at a desk.
Yes.
Okay. So I expect we could probably get rolling by about 11 or 12, which kind of gives us the same thing we did today. And then, we're in, and then Monday is a whole other, here we go with the week again. but it's not going to rain for a couple of days. That does need to be clipped, and come to think of it, I might be able to do it myself with a handsaw now that it's down. They're not heavy branches. Mostly they need to be sawed, so I might be able to do it with handsaw. Or I say to Kevin, here, take the saw, and when you go out there, can you just clip 3 of them? He said that too. He said, you need a sawzall? I said, well, I thought it would be the fastest. But tell you the truth, a handsaw might do it. They're not much heavier than, you see that, the skinnier one over there?
Yeah.
Well, they're not much bigger than that.
I see the
In places that they could be clipped. And I don't
little
think
girl.
I don't think anybody's going to arrest me for having them out there. They're up tidied on the whatever. It looks like I've been pruning trees.
And you're also going to eat supper tonight.
Okay. And what I said was, you know, I wonder if I should collaborate with Susan. I wonder if she'd want to. She actually doesn't want to come to group because she's doing enough language per se. But what she does do on her own is try to translate songs into Anishinaabe mode. And she's done 2 or 3. I can't remember. Beatles songs. And she plays the guitar. And she's got a lovely voice. And you know what? I would love to work with us. I would like to do it upriver. You know what? Anishinaabe might be the way to go. And I play the drum. And I have rattles. And I would love to do this. Come on, people now. Smile together, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Could we do that in Anishinaabe? I bet you we could. Ambe. Did you hear me? Ambe, come. People, come together. I bet you it could be done. We don't have to do the whole song, man. We could just sing that over and over and over. That's my new thing. I want to bring that up with group tomorrow. Here was what we're gonna do. We're gonna translate this. And then if Isidore's well enough, run it. Are you listening to me?
The audience reaction.
You know who would back me on this?
Just brought the spirit.
Send it to James Mala and go, what do you think? Because guess what he does? He translates songs. And he sings. And he makes videos. And say, you know what? I don't even know if we need to do the whole thing. This is, because that's basic guitar. I mean, you know, G7 something, whatever. And it's also one of those songs that people could sing without musical accompaniment. You could sing that with a drum. Come on, people now. Smile each other. No, I think it would be a doot, 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 doot. What's that? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Come on, people now. Like, you know that skip beat?
I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me.
I would like to translate the other one, which is, what is it called? I dreamed I saw a child of God. He was walking along a road. What? If you think about those lines, I dreamed I saw a child of God. Whoa. I dreamed, and I can't think of the verb right now. I saw, you know, there we go, Wabma. I saw a child. We got all these words. Why couldn't we of God? Oh, now all I have to do is the possessive of Debenjaget. He was walking. Gi Mimosad. Holy shit, man, I've already done part of it. Okay, on a road or along a road. That's where it gets tricky. Is he on a road? Mimosad, and then I think I can pull that up down middle of the road. He's walking the middle of the road.
a mile away from the stage.
And each of those, rock is not easy to do. Susan's had issues because I know she's asked on the class. Rock is not easy because probably of the beats, but folk is different.
It's really beautiful.
Folk has a real definite,
That mother's stay was
you know,
incredible.
ba 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 ba. Like it can adapt to longer syllables. I'm going to send her a message and tell her that this is what I want to do. Can we translate songs? I should just translate a few and send them to her. That's even better, isn't it? Don't ask, just say, hey, this is what I did. Tim is this is what I'm doing, and this is how to thank the creator. I'm going to try to translate songs.
That was the folk day.
Want to collaborate?
The second day
Can we make a video? Can we put it on YouTube? You really do look. Can you please shave tomorrow morning? Well, we're even on whatever, but you actually do look better than you. No, it feels better. You seem more on board. You weren't that on board earlier today. I mean, no, you were tired.
Will do.
Okay. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
I should put it in one of the glasses out here. Here, you stare at it for a minute, see if I can do this. I thought it went in this. I need a smaller glass to put this in. There.
That'll work.
Look at that, eh? Yeah, well, me and Sadie burned it probably 5 days, different moments.
Yes, you
She
did.
is so different right now, too. She just paced or stood there and stared at me. It was just unbelievable. You are such a smart girl. We know you are. you look happy, Sadie. Happy is good.
Yes, we're looking at you. Yes, we are.
Okay, well, I'm going to take those up and try them in the sink. You don't have to do much of rinsing them. You just need to squeeze them a bit and set them in the green thing. And that will shrink them up a little bit, so if I sew them, they're at least... Because the fabric turns into, if you've noticed, it gets loose and wonky, and then you have to sort of wash it, and it sort of tightens up. And Santana was at Woodstock?
Definitely was.
I didn't realize that, so that's news to me.
It was mostly marijuana, LSD. One girl told me that just standing still, she was getting stoned. And my guess was that within 1,000 feet of the stage, everybody was stoned.
Well, I wouldn't have been. I might have been drinking whiskey, though. Get me a bottle in there, man.
Who took a lot
Get me a
of
bottle.
in very strenuous circumstances and were incapable of dealing with that. The freak-out tents were OACs.
Wavy gravy and the hot
Come,
farms.
people. Come, my fellow beings. Does that work?
Freak out tents have been set up where people
Come,
could
my
lie
fellow
down.
beings.
And folks from the hot farm.
I could do this.
Just holding people's
What are the
hands
words again? Come,
and just
come on,
leading
people.
guide them through.
Now.
We're
Smile together.
sort of, you know, it's going to be cool.
I can translate
It's going
that.
to wear off. You took a little
I
lesson,
can do
it's going to wear off. And then when somebody was near normal to rock
Come,
and
my
roll,
fellow
he said, "Hold
beings.
it. Now you see that brother coming through the door?
Let's smile.
That was you 3 hours ago.
Everybody
You go help him out.
must love each other
And
now.
that's the way the scene regenerated itself.
Wow. I can do it. Okay.
They always
Well,
knew
guess what I'm going to do for group tomorrow?
and they had prepared themselves as best they could.
Well, we'll do our usual, and then it's going to be, let's talk about a video. Let's talk about translating this.
Yeah, you listen.
And an
Just
emergency
amplify. This is what I came up
I
with.
didn't know I was ready to reach for a glass of wine. This is time to go in.
What is that?
metal poles.
Well, that's what it sounds like, but... So do you want to go inside, Sadie? Oh, I don't know. I'll just hang out here.
Such a good girl.
Car problem.
Such a good baby.
There's enough gunk. I could go over there and clean all that off right now. This is the one that's worse. It needs a ladder. And it won't take the step ladder. It's got to have the black one go up there so it's sturdy enough to lean against and hopefully get up on it and lean forward. If I put it in at an angle, it will brace, and then I can literally lean over the ladder and hopefully reach stuff. If I was taller, it'd be a lot easier. Anyway. What if Deanna wants to get together? She's not well. She's been keeping you in prayers too. She's sent me a lot of messages. She lives over near Stallow, near Appleton, which would be a great place to go. I don't think anybody would kick us out of that area. I need a blanket in the truck to do it. That's the problem. And I don't know. The van's got that sleeping bag or something, and put it on the ground, because I don't carry. There's no lawn chairs in the red truck. Well, if they are, I don't know where they fucking are in it. What else is out there? There's no pavilion. The Sweat Lodge shelters is gone. No, there's nothing in that area. Okay, so I'm gonna go drink a glass of wine. Is that it? Okay, can you get past those things?
You snoozing,
and
Nia?
I'll bring them in,
Nia.
okay?
Oh, he just moved his head. He knows exactly I'm talking to him. It's like, I'm gonna ignore you. You know, it must be good because I'm even feeling creative today, okay? Must be good. I'm even feeling creative again today. Okay, good.
I understand your wife is having a baby. Congratulations.
Come,
Sweet
my
Cherub,
friend.
Polly has your bag with your medicine. Please meet at the information booth
Smile
as soon as you
together.
can, please.
The information booth became a center.
Yeah, we should
And we
keep that
just said to
thought.
people, you're looking for something.
Everybody love. I'm not going to do try to.
Everybody
Love each other. Everybody must love each other now.
If you're looking for somebody or you're trying to get a ride home,
Which is
whatever.
kind of me taking liberties with the song. That. Do you think that that's really more the intent of the song than in English, though?
We took a lot of phone calls. from
Everybody
work,
needs to love each other.
wondering what was happening.
Smile together, and everybody needs to love each other.
Call home, it would be
Because that's
like,
how I interpret the song, not try to. To try to means it ain't gonna happen. Look at this. I have to go up the rest of it.
my parents' words.
And what's remarkable is if you weren't there, neither was I. And I feel like I was. And that's because of our generation. We actually think we were there. Like we grew up with those images that we said, oh, and we grabbed them. And we thought we were there. We really weren't. And maybe we were. Wow.
The food was absolutely fantastic. And it was still playing this the dawn came up.
So Daphne would like a tarot reading, huh? I would prefer to take a Rider-Waite deck to do it. And I'm not sure where my little one is. That's the biggest problem.
We have a gentleman with us
is the gentleman upon whose farm we are, Mr. Max Yasgur.
Wow.
In the early afternoon, Max came down on the stage. And he said, I'd like to speak to the crowd. And I said, I think the crowd was very much like
He
the
was
movie.
going to Jagster's farm? Was that it? Yeah, that's right.
I'm a farmer. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna do your
I
picture for
knew.
you. This is your evening picture.
20 people at one time.
I'm gonna figure out how to do it from there. There you are. Oh God.
You ready?
No, not really. I hurt like hell. Here, can you just carry this for a minute? I've got cameras and this and this and this. Okay, come on, Sadie. Come on. Yeah, I've got to take this inside, okay? I'm working on it, Tim. Give me that. I'm going to set this up here and you're going to grab it in a minute, okay? There, okay. Okay, if you can bring that forward, that one, that would be really cool, okay? Don't step on the dog poop. Hi, Sadie's. Dear Sadie Boop. No kidding. Oh, God. Down. I'm working on it, Sadie. I'm not there yet. Yes, I know. I'm working on it. I can set on the table, and I would appreciate it if you waited.
Yep.
Where's the fucking dog friend? Get out of my way. No, get. You know, before you walked around with that thing next to you, it was easier.
Yes, I know.
Okay, well, that's why I say get out of my way. Oh, God. Take that water, put a little bit on this tree. Come on, come on. Good girl. Come on, beep, beep, beep. Sadie, no, out. That a girl. Good girl. Okay. You're going that away so I can do whatever else I have to do, okay? Thank you. Tim, I've got massive amounts of things to bring upstairs. So I'm walking back and forth while you carry one thing. Whatever else. And I'll be very See, that's another one. Those are very simple fonts. Why shouldn't this not be translated? This is a singable song with anything. Anybody can sing this.
Definitely. I really liked what Joe Walker was singing about, because in one sense,
I have 450,000 friends.
Can you imagine 450,000 friends? Oh, yeah.
When you guys a little help.
Wow.
Now let's do it again. Look at me.
Look at me.
Wow, huh?
Wow, huh?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, and there's Mew going, oh, I'll just play with the post.
Behind the audience, and you can see
Yeah.
Some of these are such iconic pictures. Yeah.
The outside world.
Oh, yeah, the mud thing.
Well, that's not what he thought. And so people started playing in the mud like children. It was like they were 6 years old going down the water slide in the front yard.
Yep. She's absolutely iconic, though. And you know, it's wild. I'm old enough to say now that when I was younger, I thought I was there or had been there. I still think I was there. And that's the power of media. Yes.
After the rain, the crowd really thinned out. I guess a lot of people just wanted to get back home.
You do realize there's another song that, oh yeah, they were wet, icky, and yucky.
For what I became. So, you know, it's like a lot of people. And I remember sitting in the car listening to rental, looking at the sheer beauty of the night sky, wrapped in a blanket of music. It was the feeling of oneness with it all.
Yeah, a lot of those 60s songs could be done. August 18th. Yes? 16, 18. Never mind.
And Tim, because of how I am anymore, I don't know if I can, I don't know, saw all is what I say. He said, what's that? I said, it looks like a, electric knife. Oh, I know that. You could run one. Oh yeah, I said, well, just the weight and the vibration, I don't think I can. I need to have, it's not a lot to clip. Run the extension cord out and can you just zap this? It's either that or I go out and saw the hell out of it with a handsaw. And then it will go into the van. And then it will be dumped at the back on top of all of the garbage. Which I am tired of. I have good reason for I am tired of the street people over there picking through it.
Looking at the sheer beauty of the night sky, wrapped in a blanket of music. It was the feeling of oneness with it all.
Yeah, a lot of those 60s songs could be done. August 18th. Yes? 16, 18. Well, now you're supposed to say never mind. Oh, okay. Okay.
Unfortunately, we do realize anything I find to watch is going to be
It's going to be what?
not as good.
After this?
I can't hear you. What?
It will be. Okay, so do that and come and, pat me as you go by. I'm looking at you. Pat me.
Said, would you at least talk about something? And you're talking about Woodstock, of all things.
Yeah. Don't want to talk about the fact that everything that happened the last week.
It's interesting. It's not just the past week, Tim. It's the practicum. For me, it's everything.
Yeah.
It may not be for you, but for me, it is everything. And it has gone since about February. Okay, there she is. She's gonna pat your arm.
Okay.
Oh, there's my Nia having a nap. I knew.
This is kind of like Sadie pooping by the car. It is important that you try to strengthen yourself.
Take downstairs a dozen different things.
I don't know what all to do other than say go for a walk, go do this, go do that. But that also is
by yourself. Okay? So one of the ways that we heal is by being connected with people. That's why the whole COVID year has been so bad for everybody, because there's nobody there. So that's where healing comes from, is that interaction and relationships. Even if, you know, you got to listen to somebody tell you their dumb story about mailing a letter. Who cares? So, you know, go, nothing intended, but, you know, stop and see mailing for a half an hour to an hour. If Tracy gets back to me, so be it. And my other thought is, who else? Well, the other thing is, on Facebook, you've got some guy who worked with you at the truck wash. Who was sent at the truck wash, and I can't think of his name. You'll have to look, because you sent a message. He's probably sent a friend request. I didn't really look. And said, "Hey Tim, it's so-and-so," whoever he was. We were at the truck wash. It's a lot of years ago.
A lot of years.
Well, yeah, you actually look like you might be putting on that. You've been what, here 3 days. That looks good. You're hard there, but that looks good. Okay. So you're gonna eat your dinner right now, okay? Oh, okay. I love you. And yeah, I'm in my pajama things. If I can throw those, talk to you on Teams. You don't have to even rinse them. All I'm going to do is throw them in so that they shrink up a bit, because these invariably will stretch. Go ahead. They will invariably stretch, and I want to try to sew them. Careful, there's spiders all over the fucking place. I gotta go find some. Come on, Sadie. Here, you're in charge of this. You can take pictures or something, okay? I'm really pleased that you're here and alive. Okay, ready? Sit down. You know what? I can't even see you now with that there. I actually like this here because that shields it at night. I can see out, but you can't see past it. It's like having Venetian blinds and smile. It is. It's like having Venetian blinds, but it screws up pictures. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. The clock needs to tell you what we are eating right now, but I guess I'll figure it out. I could work with that tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because you've got enough to eat for the next day or two, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I need something to eat too.